Hey, what's going on, YouTubers and friends? I thought I'd weigh in with a quick vinyl update before I can't do any videos for about a week because I got a string of dates coming up with Kleeman, so I'll be in and out of town for about a week. And what I'd like to present is this last few days I have gone crazy down at my local record store, the Antiquarium. Finally got around to their dollar room. You know, they set up a dollar room a while ago. And, you know, I just peek in and you'd see the usual things, you know, a lot of Olivia Newton-John and Grease soundtracks. But I decided for some reason to investigate further. And I've already shown some things, but I've picked up quite a bit, so I want to just show some of the best of the dollar, all this stuff for a buck. Another Jacques Brel on Barclay. Haven't really listened to this yet, but it's in perfect condition. You know, Jacques Brel for a buck. This blew my mind. I got this 3-record set, Keith Jarrett solo concerts for $1. It's in perfect condition on ECM. You know, just a little bit of, you know, corner wear there, but the booklet and everything is inside. This just kind of knocked me out. A 3-record set for $1. Blancmange, Believe You Me. Stefan Luskin, some good stuff. This was a good find. Peter Koppes, a solo album on Rykodisc. He's from the band The Church. Again, I must show. Again, I love finding this for $1 on clear vinyl on Rykodisc. I'll probably say it a few times because, again, I was blown away once I started digging in past all the junky stuff of what was in the crate's Badfinger Airwaves on Elektra. I've only listened to a little bit of it. It's kind of them on their way out, but only $1. Julian Cope, he's Volcano, some remixes. You know, I love Julian Cope. This one takes me back to childhood. I got this as a kid from the radio station as a promo, Fireworks by Jose Feliciano. And this copy is in mint condition. He does some Beatles covers as well as his own on here. I love it. MPS is a label I like. And the Art Van Dam Singers Invitation. I grabbed this in particular because Eberhard Weber is on bass and Siggy Schwab on guitar. I forget what krautrock band Siggy Schwab was in, but and it's good too. Virginia Astley, it's probably a single by her. Pete Townshend's niece. This is Love's a Lonely Place to Be. Listen to this already. I really like this. And she has that album Hope in a Darkened Heart, produced by Ryuichi Sakamoto. It's excellent. Evangelist, China. Yeah. I had forgotten about this album. This is really good. Shelley and Orphan, Helleberine. Shit, for $1? Oh, yes. Jean-Luc Ponty, The Gift of Time. Don't listen to him a whole lot, but again, this was in pristine condition, and I did not have this particular one. It's a nice one. I was very pleased to find this. Najma, some Indian singing, or I don't know, Quarib, I don't know how to quite describe it, but you know, probably in the same company as Sheila Chandra. I was really happy to find that. Another record that I found that really is a pleasant surprise. I didn't know anything about it. Barry Allen, and this is on the Uni label. Again, I'm a freak for labels. Looking at the credits for this, Randy Bachman of BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive, contributes to this, as well as some of his songs are on there. This one really pleased me. This is a 12-inch single of Showroom Dummies and The Mannequins in French. Yeah, I just went apeshit crazy, you know. Even the guys at the front counter kind of scratched their heads like, how did they miss some of this stuff, you know? I just went ahead and grabbed it. Laszlo Gardoni is a pianist. I have another one of his albums. I bought it originally because it's on the Antilles label, which is a quiet songs on that label. But this is some interesting jazz. I believe this man is from the Czech Republic or something like that. Eddie Harris, an old album. This is kind of beat, but again, it's like this is a very early album of his, Exodus to Jazz on the VJ label. So I grabbed that. David Crosby and Graham Nash. Grabbed this, Wind on the Water. This one was a real nice find because it's a white label promo, and I love that. Plus, there's bound to be a good song on here. I haven't listened to it yet. Love Tractor. I believe they're from Athens, kind of following on the heels of REM. The soundtrack to the movie Mondo Cane, with the song More. And this is in almost perfect condition. That just, fuck, hell yes. This was sealed. I opened it. I do collect some classical. Wanda Landowska, Dances of Ancient Poland. This is on RCA Victor Red Seal. Deep Groove. Painted Willie. This also was sealed, and I opened it. This was an early EP of theirs on a small label, Shinhead. They went on to record on SST. I got some house techno singles that were unopened, and they're all very good. This is Steve Poindexter. Thing called Mathematics. I love electronic music, and I have a certain amount of knowledge about it, but when it comes to techno and intelligent dance music and house, not so knowledgeable, but I like it, and I'll pick up things up like this. This is on the Planet E label, produced by ICANN. Again, this was unopened for $1. Played it already, and it's slams. This was, for me, a wonderful find. The Poetry of Lorca, selected works of Federico Garcia, read in English and Spanish with guitar. This was sealed for $1 on the Riverside label. And I popped a little bit of this on, and these are the kinds of things that I love finding and that I live for. I bought two, these were unopened as well for $1 each. Teddy Wilson, Milton Hinton, Benny, what is that? Waters, and the Traditional Jazz Band. These are on an Italian jazz label. Again, some of this I won't be listening to that often, but it's I find these cheap, and I like, for me, they're imports. Living in America, I like European pressings. They seem to be better, and so when I can get them cheap, I grab them. This was a nice find. It's not in the best shape, but Simon and Bard. I really like Fred Simon. He's a pianist, and it can be considered kind of like jazz or new age, but he has some good compositions, and to me are kind of on the prog side, very melodic. And this was a nice find. Flying Fish. Yeah, Flying Fish. Another great label. Paul Revere and the Raiders, still in the shrink wrap. This was unplayed. Greatest Hits. Alan Parsons Project. Shout out to Grecian Thunder, whose friend gave him all that, Alan Parsons, and my friend Jeff was kind of telling me, well, this is a really good one. I have one of his albums, Pyramid, and they was saying that Tales of Edgar Allan Poe, Tales of Mystery and Imagination, that it's good, so I grabbed it. This was in excellent condition, so I grabbed it. Kansas. It's good. Another soundtrack that was in great shape. A Man and a Woman. I really like this composer, Francis Lai. As a matter of fact, I like his work quite well. David Van Tighem. Got this album of his, These Things Happen. Song with Laurie Anderson, great percussionist, very imaginative man, and apparently this is music commissioned by Twyla Tharp. listened to a bit of it. It's good. Let me show a few more things here. I did buy a bunch for $1. You know, I had to grab this because it's Maynard Ferguson, Riding High on the Enterprise label. It appears to be the very first Enterprise release. 13101. Look at that. That's the label that Isaac Hayes made famous, a subsidiary of Stax Records. Had to grab that. Let's see what else here. I had to grab this. Claudine Longer. Andy Williams' wife. I believe she committed murder and got away with it. She can't really sing, but I think I dare say Herb Alpert, who owned A&M Records, must have been enamored of her. And okay, stop, Dereck, stop. One of my favorite R&B bands, Lakeside, Rough Riders. This is really was happy to find this. It's in fair condition, but it's a great album, Lakeside. Baddest band in the land is a nice way to put it. And then I picked this up, Diana Ross 20 Golden Greats. It's made in Spain, Motown. I thought that's pretty cool. I mean, again, for $1, it's in perfect condition. But whenever I find things on the Allien label cheaply, I buy them because Allien Records, although very eclectic, generally was a very good label. So I grabbed this, Robert Palmer. And have not ever necessarily been a fan of his, but Pressure Drop. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. Nice cover too. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I bought this on the cover. It's not too hot, but I've only listened to one song. The amps in the tube, it's live or fake live, but you know, it was, again, for $1. Things like that I'll take a chance on. This was a nice find, even though I'm not a big blues fan. I bought this. This is B.B. King in London. It's a UK pressing, and I bought it because of the Probe label also. I just love the Probe label, which brought us the first 2 Soft Machine albums in America. But this was in really nice shape, so I grabbed it. Let's see, a couple more things in there. Oh yeah, this was cool. To find this, Phil Woods and his European Rhythm Machine at the Frankfurt Jazz Festival, and it's partially because it's on the Embryo label, which again, I love labels. I think it's a very good label, die cut cover. Just popped this on a little bit, it sounded great. 2 more things that I found on another label that I recommend and try to collect. I did not know this artist except for some of the sidemen, but it's Dino Betty van der Noot. Here Comes Springtime, and it's on the Soul Jazz label. This is a label that I highly recommend as far as being consistent with the quality of jazz. It's an Italian label. I believe it's the same people that are behind the Black Saint label, which is even hotter. Excuse me, Black Saint and Soul Note. Here's another one on the Soul Note label. Don't know these musicians at all. I popped it on and it was okay, you know, kind of a straight ahead thing, but Soul Note. I collect Soul Note. Let me see. What else do I want to show? Well, this was in perfect condition, so I had to get it. Ice Cream Castle by The Time, and I love The Time. Morris Day, Jungle Love is on here, and then the title track, Ice Cream Castle. It's funky stuff. I had never heard this band, so I went ahead and got this for $1. It's beat, you know, as far as the record's up. It's in pretty bad shape. Just For You. Kind of an interesting Latin thing going on with this music. Glad I bought it. So I'll stop there and perhaps do another part. There's more, a bunch more actually, and I'm still listening to it. I want to thank everyone for the wonderful comments on the Jeff and Dereck video. Really, Jeff just called and said he wanted to stop by, and oh, by the way, why don't we do a video? And I said, sure, I'm going to bring some things. He brought some things, and we just turned it on, and it cracks me up still. You know what I'm saying? It just came to me. And seriously, I'm sorry if anyone was offended by me using the MF word. You know, I was just right off the top of my head, just talking, and you know, life is good, you know, and being connected with you guys and doing this is just the best. All right, have a good week if I don't have a chance to talk to you again before much longer. All right, peace.